Hey, what's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. What's up, YouTube? It is your girl, Miss Honey, here for another Power review, right? Power Book 4 Force has been on a bit of a hiatus for 1 week. We are now back for the 9th episode of this flagship season 1, and it is entitled Trust. We have one more episode, and this will be the swan song is over. You know what I mean? Like, I'd love to see what the numbers have been for this leg of the franchise for Force. I'd love to know what those numbers are. That would be awesome. But I watched this episode, and I'm so glad I followed my first mind and made my notes when I watched it the first time. Because if I had to go back and watch it a second time in order to make notes, then would spend some angry words. Them letters, child, them consonants and vowels with a fault. Cussed and fussed all the way through. Okay. I'm so confused as to what's going on. I have no idea what the hell is going on. What is happening? Like, oh my gosh. Anyway, let's talk about it, because we really should not be here no more than 20 minutes. I promise you. Let's knock it out. Victor is in the hospital. He got a brace on his arm. He got cuts everywhere. He got bruises, right? He been banged up. Looked like he got shot, but maybe grazed in the arm. His daddy there in the hospital, and he is just a zombie. Victor. His daddy was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about Gloria." "Yeah, Gloria's dead," Victor says. "And you wanted her dead. You always wanted her dead." No, son. It wasn't me. It was the Serbs and Tommy. Tommy? What Tommy got to do with this? Oh, no. Listen, trust me. He got an alliance with the Serbs. Okay, now Victor don't have time to reason and ration out what's being said. He is, even though Gloria has gone on to be with the Lord, he is still singularly focused on her, right? Plus, he just watched her get shot all up in the facial structure area. You know what I'm saying? He's stunned. He dazed. He didn't have a big brain before. Okay, he wasn't the smartest before. He was definitely the easiest person possible to talk into some bullshit. Always, okay? Gloria had his balls and his brain, right? And she has taken that on up to the heavenly gates with her, right? She did not leave it here. So he is still, da-da-da-da, right? Okay? He don't rationalize it out at all. He's just focused on that. But you wanted her gone. And Walter's like, "I would never." And then he goes on this long soliloquy about family and this and that with the family, and we stay together and loyalty, and the family come. All of this here, I would give my last and my life, and we gonna bring it to these Serbs for Gloria. We doing this war thing, and we doing it for Gloria, right? And we're going to sweep Tommy up in it too, because family and the love of country. And I was like, if you don't get down off of that doggone high horse, off of that doggone manipulative arse high horse before you fall and break your fool neck, Walter. But anyway, consider what he working with, right? He don't really have to give us nothing big for the likes of Victor, okay? And Victor says, "I will not rest." This speech fired him up so good. "I will not rest till Tommy and the Serbs are all dead." I was like, oh, okay. We see D-Mac. He's counting up Tommy's loot down to the penny, child, down to the point 2122225. Okay. He's getting mentored also from Tommy, because he was like, yeah, I knew this skill would come in handy. Tommy was like, "Well, you need to get off the streets." He was like, "What else am I gonna do?" He was like, "You can do anything else you want to do besides catching a bullet, to get off the streets and do better about yourself." I'm like, meanwhile, still count my drug money, right? Like, I was like, this is oxymoronic. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. You got him all up in the streets game, right? Counting your money. You can do that, but don't do this other stuff. Like, I'm just, okay, it's supposed to be a moment. JP is packing up Granny's house, and his daddy come downstairs and ask him about how he feeling, what's going on. He tells him, you know, he loved the Granny. He loved Granny, and he didn't really know her that well. Why are you in this lady house? What is you doing? Like, ain't nobody came by there to say nothing. Oh, okay, it's fine. His daddy, you know, is looking good. He walking. He done came down the stairs from the 3rd floor that nobody's ever allowed to go to. And he tells him, JP tells him he done called Kate. You know, and what happened when you called Kate? I just told her who I was. I told her about Granny, and then I hung up. Okay, and he said, I can't even find my own son, and I'm pining. No, that's what he said. I'm pining away over my mama, because he called her back, and the line was disconnected, right? She was like, she want you gone, sir. She want you gone, right? This remind me of Ashley on Real Housewives of Potomac. She went to find her daddy, child. He wouldn't even open the front door. Now, it was cameras there, but still. He wouldn't even open the front door for you to let you in. Anywho, you call around here to Kate. Kate don't want to talk to you so bad. She disconnected the phone. You said this thing he got going on with Kate, it breaks his heart. It hurts his feelings. He feels terrible about it. And it fires him up that much more to find his son. That's right. Just go right next door. You know what I'm saying? Just go right next door. Just go to the corner and hang that left. Hang that left. And knock on the door, sir. Your son is right there. He's right up all along. He's been right down the street. What are you talking about? Anyway. Liliana is counseling Tommy. She is just, she's got the quick wit, all of that. She's such a nurturer while still keeping it edgy. You know, it's supposed to be a moment. And she making drops over in Flynville. That's what she said she got to do. Tommy said, you want me to get your back on that? She was like, I don't need your back. I've been running the drugs in the streets all low these many years, right? I don't need your back. And she said, but meanwhile, first things first, Claudia is doing her first drug deal today. She's doing the club thing. You know, she's in charge of getting the drugs to the club, baby. And so she got one of her little marketing girls, child, down in the club in a short skirt and dropping the drugs off. And the girl come back to the truck. And when she get back to the truck, she go to kissing her and loving up on her. You did good. I like to see you come, but I like to watch you walk away too, type thing. And she goes to reach for the meow. And the phone ring. It's Walter. Yes, da. Victor's been shot. She on her way. She said, the girl, get out. Get out. Then we see Claude. When she get there, she see her daddy. And she got a tear just hanging right there in that one eye. Just the tear just... He's pregnant with purpose. It's got to drop, you know, at the right moment. We don't even get to see all that because these scenes been chopped up and cut up so bad. We don't really get to see like a full acting scene moment. You know what I'm saying? They just walk in and out of rooms this entire season. Just in and out of empty rooms. But I digress. He really loved her, when she found out about Gloria. Da was like, yeah, I know. But I think this was definitely the Serbs. Yes, this was the Serbs. But what I need for you to do is not focus on that. We need to all rally together as a family. I need you to go and rally up with Victor. Okay? And so she goes, and he said, make sure you push the family angle. Let him know what's important. You know what I'm saying? That the family come together. That, you know, he focused on getting the Serbs back, right? Don't mention Tommy. So then Claude goes, and her heart is just broken for Vic. But when he tells her that Tommy is behind what happened to Gloria, him and Gloria, she tries to convince him otherwise, you know, without saying too much, because she don't really want to get her position up in this whole Dahlia, me and Tommy running Dahlia game, right? Walter intercepts. He don't let them talk too long. He just walks in there and said, what are we talking about? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? I can't lose control of this narrative. Okay, I got a very specific narrative that's going on out here, and I need y'all to focus on that narrative. And I'll need you, Claude, to be convincing him that Tommy is not involved. Okay, then he goes on another bit of pontification. Family first, and as the sun rises. Whatever, Walter. Who cares? Who cares, Walter? Who cares? You manipulative bastard. I said it. Okay, so Walter intercepts her interception and reminds her, either you with us or you against us. Not either you with us or you without us. No. You either with us or you're against us. She gets it. She understands, right? Liliana comes in and interrupts Tommy hiding his money behind 600 boxes of cereal. No, if I broke into your apartment, I would not think to myself, oh, that's normal. That's like 45 boxes of cereal. That's pretty much normal, yeah. Don't look behind the boxes of cereal. Is you? Okay, that's fine. Whatever. So, and she tells him about Vic. Is he alive? Yes, he's alive. What about Gloria? I don't know about Gloria. What you know about Gloria? I used to mess with her. Oh, you used to smash this girl? Yeah, but it wasn't that, and it's over, and I'm just, and wada. And it's like, oh, yeah, so do they know who hit him? No, did you hit him? Why would I hit him? I'm not going to hit him. I wouldn't do that. I gave him a car and a clean car to get away and gave him all the map to the back roads. You know what I'm saying? I wrote it out in pencil. Right? You know what I'm saying? I drew pictures. Okay, the boy's slow. So then we see where Claudia is leaving Flynnville, and as she walking through the kitchen, she was like, "I see you when I see you, Daddy." And he was like, "Hold up, you want some coffee?" They got a whole kitchen island full of food, like they do on Greenleaf. Y'all remember season 1, season 2 of Greenleaf? You walk in that dining room, baby, they would have stacks of donuts and pastries and fruit bowls and ice sculptures. This just for breakfast. That's what that island looked like. I was like, ain't nobody living in this house. What is all these accoutrements? Anyway, it was funny. Now, he decides, and he tells her that he's going to put together a war room. A war room with who? You, Paul, and Vic? Because y'all ain't got nobody. Y'all don't have no friend. Like what? Dialysis patients? Oh, what do you mean a war room? What are you talking about? Gonna put together a war room, and I want you to be a part of it. Really? Because you've never wanted me to be a part of anything ever as long as I have been living, sir. What gives? And he was like, no, I want you to be a part of it because family comes first, and a man only has his children. The legacy of the lineage of the entire herd must be. I was like, whatever, Walter, shut up. He is so manipulative. But listen. He knew that she was on to him. So he drew her in closer with this bit of manipulation. And he keeps making these grand speeches and grand gestures because this takes the place of I love you and I need you here. He don't have that. What you do have is an arsenal full of manipulation. You know your children. You know all they have ever wanted was for you to include them and show them love and accept them for who they are and who they love. You have withheld that low these many years, and in this moment, you give them the one thing that they always wanted. But it is not because you love them. It is a bartering tool to bring your children into a war that will probably get them both killed. But I'm not a writer here. I don't know. I just my take on that whole thing. It just pissed me off. Anyway, she buys it. She buys it lock, stock, and barrel. Again, this is all she has ever wanted. All she has ever wanted was to be included, be thought of as a leader in this family, okay? He giving her exactly what she wants, and she buys it. Walter tells her what he needs her to do first and foremost is keep an eye on Victor. Do not let Victor go near Tommy because Tommy will kill him. He didn't say that, but that's why Tommy will kill him dead, okay? Your brother can't fight. Your brother can't even figure out how to get out the garage, but and let alone hold down a fight with Tommy. So, yeah. She was like, no problem. I will definitely do that. I will not let brother get mollywop. Before the Flynns can get over there and kill Tommy. Meanwhile, Tommy is calling her. Claudia assures Da that she will and it's family first here on out. I was like, oh, okay, friend. we see where Victor looks like 5 miles of rough road, baby. And when Walter goes in to see him and remind him that Gloria would be alive if he hadn't tried to leave with her, I was like, oh, Walter. Walter, you must die. You must die this season. I do not want to see Walter in season 2. I do not. So, afterwards, he comes outside and Paulie asks Walter about Vic. He's fine. You know, he'll flee and he gonna bounce back, right? And he said, you look like you got a spring in your step, Walter. And Walter was like, my family is back together now. Why shouldn't I have he said, a spring in my step. And soon as I get done killing the Serbs and Tommy Egan, and Paulie is like, what do you mean go to war with Serbs and Tommy Egan? We're running a skeleton crew around here. We can't do a war. Don't worry about us doing a war. Don't worry about us winning a war. I've called the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. My gosh, in heaven, Walter, say you did not call these fearsome, fire-breathing, winged demons down here to scorch earth and lay waste the eyebrows far as the eye can see. Tell me you have not done this. Walter's like, yes, I called them, and they coming. I need you to pick them up from the airport, okay? Oh, it's so stupid. So we see where JP called, like I said, I told y'all about JP calling Kate. And he done disconnected her. Okay, so Tommy goes by Gloria's bar and sees that it's closed. He's still looking for her. And she not answering her phone. And Claude is steady ghosting him. We see Marshall and D-Mac, and they make up after Marshall apologizes and lets D-Mac know that CBI met with the Indiana Connect without him and they betraying him and he's losing this whole thing. And then D-Mac say, you gonna get back at them ninjas, aren't you? And Marshall's like, yeah, but I don't know how. But D-Mac is like, I think I know how. Even though I had the mentor, no, it doesn't matter. Let's go do this street thing. They hug it out, right? And hold hands and skip on off down the boulevard because they got a plan, right? Okay, no problem. JP tells Tommy about Kate. And Tommy loses. I'm talking about loses it. I mean, he went hard. I was like, hit him, Tommy, hit him. Oh my gosh. I wanted that thing to go all the way south, right? Because I had just had it with these two. Anyway, Begin Again. Blackmailer. You remember the co-worker that was blackmailing Begin Again? Well, he's back. And this time, Begin Again got his money, but he was like, nah, I'm gonna need another $50K by Friday. I ain't got the $50K. So he walking around like old Trumper, talking about your sister is a zombie, and then and hurtful, and mean-spirited, nasty acting, and borderline racist, and microaggressive, blah, 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 blah. And Begin Again is like, I don't know what I'm gonna do to get this money. I was like, just get the money, sir. I was like, sir, you came in so strong in episode 1 or 2, or whichever episode you showed up, and you are just so feckless. Like, you have turned into such a jelly bag. The 4 horsemen arrive at the same time. This going on. Tommy tells Liliana about Claude ghosting him. She tells him about the 4 horsemen arriving. This ain't the regular. I thought Flynn was the real Irish mob. No, these are the real Irish mob, she tells him. It's about to get real serious. We see where Jaynar and Braxton know that Tommy, out of the blue, we didn't see anything that happened in between there. We just come in on Jaynar and Braxton discovering the fact that Tommy is behind Dahlia, right? Not only do they know that Tommy is behind Dahlia, but they also know about Okay, so let's wait. Okay, so they know that Tommy's behind Dahlia. And at this moment, Jannard's obsession with Tommy just increases, right? His hate for Tommy and his treachery for Diamond. He begins to plot and plan on both Tommy and Diamond. But unbeknownst to him, Diamond has come in upstairs because they downstairs at the barbershop. Diamond is coming in upstairs, okay? So he goes to the door and he listens and he hears his own brother running him down to Braxton, calling him stupid, saying that he was the one that brought Tommy in on this situation. Actually, it was that weak drug deal you did with Vic and the Yardies that actually brought Tommy into the situation. But I digress. And the fact that you've been rubbing your brother's head and making him think everything is Gucci and all gravy and everything, and at the same time you just waiting on the moment where you could put that shank in his back, where you can knife your own brother, right, and cut his own throat and then cut him out of this situation. Exactly what do you think is going to be the residual outcome of these behaviors, Jannard? What? Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be bad for you, sir. For you. Okay. So, let's see. Diamond overhears the whole thing, everything, including the fact that Jannard is going to take him out. We see where Diamond plays it cool when Jannard and Braxton come upstairs and act like, oh, hey, you were here? Oh, I didn't know you was here either, Diamond said. He was like, yeah, so what's going on? He was like, oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I noticed our regular old cocaine spot has dropped off a little bit. Jannard is like, yeah, it's because of Dahlia. And he was like, Diamond was like, it'll pick back up. And Jannard is like, and then you know what? That is brilliant. I was just telling Braxton that earlier today. It'll pick back up. You know what? You the smartest man in the game. And he goes and hugs his brother and all of that. And Diamond is like, that's right, little brother. I am. You know, and so they go on out the door. They none the wiser to the fact that Diamond has overheard everything. Jannard still thinks he's the sharpest tool in the toolbox. We said when Tommy goes to see Claude, right, rolls up on the spot, and she tells him about Vic and Gloria, and that she lets on that she done bought her daddy BS. And she says, Tommy, did you have this done? Did you kill him? I did not kill him. He says what everybody else has said, Paulie and even Claudia herself. If he wanted you dead, he could have been killed you, right? Tommy reiterates this very same thing. He tells her to consider the source. When he asks her who told her, she won't say it. He said, well, I tell you what, you best consider the source. And she said, you best keep a watch out on for your back. You better watch your back, sir. Basically, Begin Again decides that he gonna rob Diamond. This is what he gonna do. This is his only option, right? He ain't no killer, obviously, because everybody know you got to kill your blackmailer. If you don't kill your blackmailer, they gonna just continue to blackmail you, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? He gonna keep asking for more, sir. But you ain't a killer, so you just gonna let him bleed you dry before he inevitably tells the secret anyway. Trust me, he's itching to tell it, right? He just gonna see how much he can get before he has to tell it, before he has to leverage it against you. Anywho, I digress. So, Begin Again goes and decides he gonna rob Diamond for the $50K. He got a gun to Diamond head and voila, busts him in the head. You know, and takes him downstairs to the safe. Diamond opens the safe up, no problem. All the while, Diamond is kind of counseling him. You don't have to do this. I know you don't want to do this. I know you're not this kind of person. I've been in this same space before where I had to make choices and I made the wrong choice. You know, you have the opportunity to turn this around and make the right choice. You don't have to do this. Yada, yada, yada. And Begin Again is like, he got my sister. He got my sister messed up in this whole thing. And my sister in this whole thing because of your drugs. And Diamond was like, I accept that. How much money you need? He said, I need 100,000, right? Little inflated there, little inflated, but maybe you just waiting until the next time he come and ask for 50,000. You want to have 50,000 in savings just in case his third blackmail attempt is for another 50,000. Diamond gives him $150,000 and said, this is $150. Take it and make yourself whole. Run along, sir. You know, this is payment for the sister. This is payment for the situation. This is Diamond brokering peace. Money does not matter. I'll make more money. This is what it is. I like this moment. I do like this moment. But again, we don't pull it out. We don't pull it out. We don't stretch it out. We don't give us depth and texture in this moment, in this really, really good moment, because we got some bullshit to talk about. So, then we see where Tommy comes. Diamond leaves there and goes down to the diner where he's met with Adrian, and they talk about if she gonna write the story and how she gonna write the story, and she says she don't know yet. She never been in a situation where she been in love with the person she had to write about. They giving kisses at the same time. He see Tommy outside the diner. Diamond goes out there and talks to Tommy, only to find out that Tommy says, I need your help again. This is going to be a big one. I need some soldiers and some guns because the Serbs is coming for me. And something happened to Vic. They think it was me. Diamond said, was it you? And Tommy was like, no, again, I could have killed him a long time ago if I wanted him dead, sir. Diamond was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not going back to jail for nobody. I helped you once. That was your Hail Mary. You gets no more, right? Now, you know you about to go to war with your brother. Or maybe you think, since you were successful in talking Begin Again down, you know what I'm saying, and saving Begin Again soul, right? Maybe you think you're going to have a group baptism, and you're going to talk to your brother and talk him down, okay, out of shanking you in the back. Okay, and get him straight, and he also gonna be saved, and then you're gonna have a whole line of hood ninjas that you gonna baptize, and they gonna all turn their souls over to the Lord. Okay, thanks to Diamond, who is the new hero. That's the piece he wants her to write. No, Tommy, I'm not doing it. Okay, cause you're gonna need Tommy, but I doubt it. I digress. Okay, so we see where Tommy goes to see Murkovich about an army because Diamond is not going to help him. And for $2 million, Tommy get an army and the name of the person that killed Gloria. He walks over to that person in front of all the other Serbs. They hold him back, and he shoots the guy in the head. Now, he done killed 30, 45 of they members, okay? Walter killed 4, but pretty much all of them Tommy has killed or had some hand in killing. But he is able to walk up in there, no problem, and make a deal with the Serbs. He goes back to the house, takes all the cereal boxes down, loads up all the money out of there, loads up all the money and the memory box that he done hid somewhere else in the house, and goes to get the Serbs they $2 million, okay? They dap on it. They make an agreement. This is what it is. We see where D-Mac and Marshall step to the Indiana Connect, a.k.a. the I. He's quite unstable, actually. So they decide they're going to bring him Dahlia and a proposal. He says, first of all, he fights them all the way on this thing. What are y'all doing here without the CBIs? What about the CBIs? CBIs don't have no more drugs behind this Dahlia, but we got more. What you got? He shows him a brick. I don't know why it's in a brick, but it's in a brick. He says, okay, tell me more. Well, I can hook you up with the Connect for the Dahlia, and you can cut the CB's eyes out of this thing altogether. So the Indiana Connect tells him, I tell you what, bring me 4 more bricks like that, or a sit down with the Connect to let me know I can trust you. If not, you're dead. Okay, no problem. It can be done. Claudia walks up on Tommy coming out of the spot with the Serbs when he was paying them off. And she runs and she tells Da and Dumber. Like Dumb and Dumber, but Da and Dumber, right? Because Da is smarter than Dumber. Okay, so anyway, and they were right about Tommy working with the Serbs. And Walter is so surprised. He was like, oh, am I? Okay, you kids are much more easier to manipulate than I thought. So, okay, no problem. And he said they both pledged their undying love at this moment. They both pledged that you were right, we were wrong. If you want to, we will squat down and let you stick each arm up under our butts and just work us like a puppet from here on out. And he was like, good. This is perfect. This is just what I wanted. Your undying love, your undying devotion, your love and support, right? As well as your common sense, okay? J Nard knows about the Indiana Connect at this point, right? And he's blaming D-Mac and Tommy. He says because I gave D-Mac some money to get rid of Tommy. He brought the money back, and Tommy's still alive. Actually, we paid D-Mac to spy on Tommy, but I digress. He says we're going to take out Tommy for sure, but first we're going to take out D-Mac and Marshall, right? D-Mac is counting the money and selling dreams. Tommy is livid about it. When he finds out that D-Mac has gone and talked to the Indiana Connect, he not only loses it on the father with JP, but he loses it on the son with D-Mac. Did you tell him where you are? Have you been followed? Does anyone know you here? Did you say my name? And D-Mac is like, no, but listen, no, you're going to love this. This is going to be fun. And he's like, fun schmun, like, what the duck? Why would you do this? I know that you shot up the club, and I know that JP is your daddy because I am your uncle. And D-Mac is like, what? I'm confused. I don't know. I was just a kid like 2 seconds ago, and wham, I'm gonna pull a gun like a grown adult. You're dead. And Tommy was like, you're not a killer. You don't do that. He walks right up to the gun, like right here. You're not a killer. You don't do that. You know you don't do that. What are you thinking? No, sir. D-Mac was like, yeah, it runs downstairs, and ends up with his memory box. I don't know how, and the gun. And he's sitting there and he's crying and he's upset. I don't know how my daddy don't love me like I love you. And Tommy consoles him, and he tells him, that you just need somebody to look out for you, and I'm looking out for you. You ain't no killer. And now this time they in the parking deck, right? Let's go and talk to your daddy together. What do you think he's gonna say, Tommy? I don't know what he's gonna say. And they just walking along to get in the car, and it's a good moment, and they kidding and they laughing. And Jannard and his boys drive by and shoot. Now Tommy kills one of them, and one of them hit D-Mac. D-Mac falls against the car. He's like, Uncle Tommy. Tommy calls JP down to the hospital. JP gets down to the hospital and finds out in this moment, okay, that Tommy's not hurt. It's your son is hurt. What are you talking about, my son? Oh yeah, your son is hurt. I know that he's your son. How do you know he's my son? Like, how do you know? I've known for a minute, and you just not telling me. That's why he got shot. And I stormed off. I was just like, dude, what are you doing? What is you doing? Like, it doesn't have to go this way, people. It doesn't. I digress. He's mad at Tommy for not telling him the moment he knew about D-Mac. We see where Victor has told, Walter has told Victor to take the lead. Make sure you take the lead in this whole situation, right? The 4 horsemen of apocalypse are here, right? And I need you to take the lead on this war room situation, right? And so he says, no problem, Dad. You don't have to worry about it. When the 4 husbands come in, they're surprised to see Vic there taking the lead, as well as Claudia in attendance. Walter assures them that Claudia's brains are needed in order for this ish to go right. We see where Victor announces the plan is as follows: kill every last one of the Serbs. Most importantly, kill Tommy Egan. And the episode goes off. Okay? Cliffhanger. Listen, this is what it is. You guys tell me what you think of the episode. Do you feel it was rushed? Do you feel there was a lot of stuff left out? Do you feel that we've had way more scenes that were unimportant in lieu of building out the storyline? I think they could have built the storyline out a little bit more and crescendoed it in a different way if they had to just cut out all these nonsensical conversations that they're splicing in. Like, it does not matter. Some of this ish does not matter, period. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all put it down below. Listen, have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, honeybees. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Ah, holla.